In the Unresolved Problems segment tonight, immigration chaos. During a town hall event last night, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan made clear how he'll deal with sanctuary cities.
Sanctuary cities are a violation of the rule of law, and they are not to be tolerated. We agree with that 100%. And that means if you want federal assistance, you're not going to get it. You got to enforce the law.
But Speaker Ryan also appeared to take a softer stance on mass deportations and DACA, a policy put in place by President Obama that protects illegal immigrants who entered the U.S. as minors.
If DACA gets repealed, my daughter will lose her mother, and she will lose her mother, and I want you to know that DACA has helped me. What do you think that I should be deported? And many of families in my situation should.
No. If you're worried about, some deportation, force coming on, knocking on your door this year, don't worry about that.
Joining us now from Washington, Katrina Pierson, former Trump campaign national spokesperson, and from Fort Worth, Texas, immigration attorney Francisco Hernandez. I'll start with you, Katrina. How are you guys? So Paul Ryan seems to be all over the place with me, in my opinion, on this one. In one instance, he says sanctuary cities, if you don't abide by federal law, we're going to cut off federal funding. But then he says this other federal law that we're talking about, don't worry about that one.
Well, where do we start here? This is interesting because one has to raise their eyebrows, Eric, when the sitting House Speaker makes a policy promise to a non-citizen residing in this country, particularly one that's in direct contradiction to the election results, not just in the country, but in his home state. More importantly, unless this is the Speaker's way of wanting to introduce legislation to codify this piece of Obama's legacy, on January 20th, there will be a new president, and that will be Donald Trump. And he's the only one that would have authority over that executive order.
Francisco, how can we